Wow. This sun is bright. Whew. Hi, guys. How's everybody doing? I'm going to sit in the shade for a second because it's easier to see me. Oh, hi. That's some hairdo I got going on there. I am so sticky and so sweaty. It is so hot in Alabama. I am back in Alabama. And it is going to be 93 today, and it's going to be 101 all week. Very, very warm in Alabama. I don't know where you guys are or what the heat index is like, but I prepared a lot of research for a film, and part of that research was on heat and why shade is so important, and how many communities, low-income communities, don't have adequate shade. And by the way, shade is free. Shade is free. It's not even like electricity. It doesn't cost anything. But there's so much like building, and they don't want people congregating in certain communities, in certain areas, low income areas specifically. So they take down bus stops and they take down awnings so that people can't, oh God, what's happening? I see already somebody's upset about some yucky comment. Are we already here doing yucky comments? How is that possible? We just started. I will block anybody, don't worry. I will always go back and block, so you do not have to worry about that. But anyway, they purposefully take the shade down. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Wait. I didn't mean to do that. Oh no. I didn't mean to block that person. Now I gotta go back and try to unblock them. Anyway, my cross is ready. I have to go pick it up. I can't wait. I'm wearing my Coffee Talk necklace, my actual one that says, hold on. It says Coffee Talk. I love it. I don't wear it as much because I wear my cross every day, but I thought I would put it on since my cross is in the shop. It's being serviced. Anyway, so my point is that they purposefully take shade away from people in low-income communities, and it's so dangerous because shade is literally what protects the human body from the heat. And it's just awful that we do that to people because we don't want loitering. We would rather have people passing out from heat stroke than loitering. It's like so bizarre that we scream like, love one another as Jesus loved us, and take care of your, take care of your neighbors and blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, get rid of the bus stop so nobody can sit for shade. It's like, okay, yeah, Jesus would just be walking around ripping down bus stops. No, Lisa, it's not State of Style anymore. It's at coffeetalk.com. Coffeetalk.com is the new site. It's launching this week. I'm so excited. State of Style is no more. It's everything's being migrated over to coffeetalk.com. But anyway, yeah, that's what we do to people. So don't get me started about the heat, but shade is crucial. So I'm sitting in the shade now, and it's literally like feels 15 degrees cooler, not to mention the fact that I can feel like a small breeze right here. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys. So yesterday I got a message from a male friend that I grew up with, and he was messaging me about siblings. And we were having an honest conversation about siblings and all of this pressure to have forced relationships with our siblings because it's supposed to be natural, right? And listen, just because you have the same biological parents does not mean that genetically, like, you and your siblings would naturally be friends if you didn't have the same parents. Like, as we get older and we discern what we're comfortable with, what we're not comfortable with, behaviors we tolerate, behaviors we don't tolerate, people we just want to have a good time with, and ow, you fucker, something just bit the crow out of me. Anyway, now I got to start walking towards the house because God forbid it was a small bee. I'll just drop dead, by the way, in the next 60 seconds. So if you guys see me fall, call 911 and tell them I'm in my neighborhood and I probably got stung by something. Anyway, and so he was saying that he feels tremendous amount of pressure to have close relationships with his siblings, especially because they have a lot of the same friends. And I was saying, or know a lot of the same people. And I was saying to him, but with anybody else, if anybody else hurt you or talked down to you or cursed at you or belittled you, you wouldn't tolerate that from anybody. So why would you tolerate it from a sibling? Right? So we got into this whole conversation and I realized that forcing close relationships with family is exhausting. Ow, fuck. And it, by the way, like half the time does not serve us. All it does is make us feel inadequate, makes us feel like we are, like lowering our standards for somebody because they have the same mother. And then I find a lot of times what happens when we force close relationships with family, we resent the family that ends up being in the middle. Because when the mother doesn't correct her adult child's behavior, because she says things like, you've got to work it out, or, you know, whatever, which is probably true, we begin to resent our mothers for not properly parenting the situation. So here's what I'm going to tell you. Forcing close relationships with family will exhaust you to no end. Okay? I don't care if they're your siblings. People always say to me, Jamie, you don't talk to your siblings? No, I don't. And I'm okay with being the villain. I don't even care what they say about me, y'all. I don't care if they tell everybody that I am a Bible thumping, tree hugging, Cyndi Lauper prostitute who scratches records on purpose and lets all the toothpaste run out of the tube. I don't care. I don't give a hoot. I don't bother them. I don't want them to bother me. I wish them nothing. I wish nothing but the best for you. But over the fuck there. Across the street. And that's the truth. You can love people and acknowledge, like, they're your mother, father, grandmother, sibling, cousin, whatever, and not exhaust yourself trying to have a relationship with them, because here's the takeaway from this conversation. You can have a relationship with family that isn't close, and that is perfectly acceptable. Okay? You can have a relationship with family that isn't close. That's just cordial. Just cordial. I see you at a family function. I smile, you smile. I say, hello, how are you? You say, hello, how are you? And we move on. Perfect. You could even have a relationship with family where you see them at a family function and you don't say a motherfucking word, because you know Jesus is still working on you and you don't have anything nice to say. And I feel very good about that. And you should too. Because just because we both slid out of Susan's birth slide does not mean that I got to kick it with you. That is not what that means. All I have to do is stay white, pay taxes, and die. That's all I have to do. That's it. Everything else is a choice. So that's where I'm at with that. And I know it's heartbreaking for parents. I do want to say this. I know it is heartbreaking for my mother that her children do not speak, or that I don't speak to them, or they don't speak to me. It is heartbreaking to her. What hurts me is that it hurts her. Not talking to them doesn't hurt me. What it does to my mother hurts me, because I am a mother, and I can't imagine how I would feel if my children didn't talk. I would be so sad. But I have a better understanding now that if someone is true, like this friend is talking to me and he's like, my sibling called me an effing loser in front of it. Like, no, absolutely not. Yo, Jesus did not turn water into wine for your blood to be disrespecting you. Okay? You were not created by our Creator to be disrespected. You are value, you are worth, you are, no. You don't have to take disrespect because they got the same last name as you. You don't have to take disrespect because they got the same mammy as you. Absolutely not. And by the way, what you need to do is discern, like, who is hindering me from being the best version of me that I need to be effective with the people that I am responsible for? So if you hinder me emotionally and I cannot be the best version of me for Michael or Olivia, Max, and Charlie, that's my main priority. You got to go. I don't care where you go, but you can't stay here. Lights are coming on. I'm wiping the bar down. You got to go. Period. And that's just the way it is. So that's why I'm just letting you know. You can have a relationship with family that isn't close. It could simply just be cordial, and that is perfectly acceptable. Do not let anybody guilt you into being around people who disrespect you, or don't respect your boundaries, or don't value you, or talk down to you, or embarrass you in front of your children. And let me tell you about those people who want to be passive aggressive in front of your children. Oh, if you need me to come through, just give me an address. Because if your mother embarrasses you or talks down to you in front of your children, if your brother, whatever, I'm fighting anybody. I'm fighting your brother. I'm fighting your mother. I'm fighting your cousin. Yes, that cousin too. I'm fighting your twin sister. I don't care. Because people who want to critique your life, your choices, your parenting, whatever in front of your kids, no. Now you got to get this whole Jersey Mike sub shoved down your throat. Sorry. I don't like it. I don't go for it. All right. I love you guys so, so much. I love you. And I hope you have a beautiful Saturday. Stay. Marianne, Jesus. Look, Jesus had 12 folks, okay? Jesus had 12 folks, and there was a Judas amongst them. And I'm just telling you now, you know. And by the way, I'm not Jesus. Don't ever forget it. We both start with a J and have 5 letters in our name, but mine is Jaime. My cross, I wear my cross to the side because I am not delivered yet. He is working on me, and he may be tired right now. He may be resting while he's working on me because I'm feeling feisty. Anyway, I love you very much, and I hope you have a great, great day.